Sorry I got cut off, guys. The other incident that happened was around 2020, 2021, when I was actually working with Mr. Samuels, Kevin Samuels, rest in peace, Godfather. Anyway, and, I don't have control over what people do with my videos. And there was a couple in Florida. Apparently the man was extremely abusive, and he had like a chart, um, dry erase board or something, and it had all these different things on there, things that he wanted his wife to do. And on the top it said, watch Rada, basically. And it turned out he wanted her to watch my videos, but something bad happened and he ended up taking her life. I didn't know about this till people started coming to my channel and saying, you're a murderer. You helped that man kill his wife. And I was like, what are you talking about? And that really was very disturbing. I talked to her sister, set up a GoFundMe for the kids, and it was crazy. And then the sister asked me actually to take off any videos addressing the situation. So, it is what it is. I obviously never had any communication with these people. Rest in peace to her. It's really horrible. And I always would, try to give a disclaimer on like almost every video, or write it in the description. If you are in an abusive relationship where you feel like you're, afraid for your life, get out and get help. And, so I never ever encourage women now at any point in time to allow themselves to be physically hurt. There's a lot of freaky stuff people like to do in the bedroom, and a certain amount of physicality in a relationship can be, but not where the man is, basically threatening your physical existence, where you might have to go to the hospital and all these kind of things. There's supposed to be an understanding between the husband and the wife, and that is abuse. You just can't do that to people. You will go to jail. Okay. And obviously, escalation to the point of taking somebody's life, it's never going to be okay. So anyway, that really sucked. And that's something else that happened where I felt like my whole thing was like violated, taken out of context, and put me in a bad spot because people were coming at me saying all kinds of terrible things. And, if somebody's crazy and you have a family, things can happen. And that's why I just don't know yet what I'm going to do if I ever make videos again. I was pretty okay with just not ever making videos again. Just leaving the internet and go live a happy life, I don't know. It's very difficult. And the more that I listen to women online, the more I cringe, and I just don't even want to be another woman on the internet. So it's hard. I do appreciate everyone's support. You guys were all really awesome and wished me well and all that good stuff. And I appreciate that. It's just a scary world. It's a scary world. Someone may not like what I say one day and drive to my house. Do I need that? Do I need to put my family at risk? 3 of my 4 kids still live at home. We have a nice big home with lots of space and 5 dogs, and which, by the way, we have upgraded all of our security systems besides for having 5 dogs that are huge, German Shepherds and Pit Bulls and all that great stuff. And, guns and things that we have. So some more security cameras and all those kind of things. It just has to be. So I'm not sure, and I just figured I would try to finish the video I was just doing. And as far as, my family member, the one thing I can say is that women are very self-destructive if they don't learn to have the boundaries and have someone controlling their life from the time they're young. And that's something that got messed up. The parents love, but never knew how to draw the line and have the boundaries. We're not spanking kind of parents, would kind of cave and give in and then say that, what is going on? What was that? Screen calling. Okay, I'm going to go. Anyway, we need discipline. We need boundaries. Healthy, healthy, healthy. No abuse. You can't, injure someone where they have to go to the hospital. You can't give them concussions, and terrorize someone so they have PTSD and can't sleep for the rest of their lives. There's a line of sanity, for the love of God, and everything's supposed to be safe, sane, and consensual between two consenting adults. Anyway, it is what it is. I don't even know anymore. I love you guys. Talk to you soon. Ciao.